Mpasua Msonobari TV, pale ambapo habari hukutana na wataalamu.
With the people concerned, that is the relatives, the lawyers, and the pathologists. And some issues have come up that will make it not, the post-mortem examination not to happen today, unfortunately. Technicalities, the issues of who is doing what. I was in the scene of the crime on Friday as a pathologist invited by the DCI, and some of the lawyers were also there, and they picked up something I said or rather mentioned to the DCI at the alleged crime scene, and they happened not to be very happy with that, and they have requested that I should not continue representing the government or the DCI in this case, and they feel that maybe it will be prejudiced, and therefore we have all accepted. My colleague, Dr. Johansen Odul, is on leave, but he has agreed to temporarily resume work and be here tomorrow for the post-mortem examination. As you know, justice has to be seen to be done, and therefore we have accepted or agreed as a team that because of that that feeling, we should postpone this examination to tomorrow morning with Dr. Johansen Oduol. Yes.
There was an issue with the family that it has to be taken within 36 hours.
Yeah, that's unfortunate because, well, that is their wish, and I think the wish of the late Bob, if it's the late Bob Cohen, Tob Cohen. But I think because of justice, for the sake of justice, we have requested them to bear with us. It is not very easy for them. I can see they are getting quite heartbroken. But yes, that wish we could not have, managed to let them have it. But it is necessary that the right thing is done. And if it's not done the right way, there might even be more delay in future. So it's better to wait for more, another 24 hours or 12 hours or 24, rather than doing it now and then maybe we have another issue altogether. We should make it even more prolonged. So the family members, they were in that session we were, and they have accepted, though with a bit of pain in the heart.
There was an issue about X-ray to be done.
True. Yes, we are arranging for the X-rays to be done today, before tomorrow, and the X-rays most likely the KNH has accepted, and the DCI is arranging for that to happen. So the moment it happens, the X-rays will be there, and they are available when they're carrying out the autopsy tomorrow.
Today, the X-ray is going to be happening?
Yes, hopefully, before the end of today.
The significance of these X-rays?
X-rays are very important. They pick up things that maybe you may not be able to see. And then you may be able to see even the injuries sometimes, fractures and the rest, or foreign objects.
You had mentioned that there were issues that have come up, especially with regards to you being at the crime scene. Are there any other issues that have come up for this examination to be done tomorrow?
There is also the issue of identification of the body, and I think the Mulgo team, the one representing the lady in custody, feels that she needs to be involved in the identification of what was picked from whatever it was, the alleged crime scene. So that's another issue. So I think the lawyer is going to court to pray that either the suspect herself be here to identify the body, or she be allowed to nominate somebody to identify the body. So that was an issue of identification of the body that was brought from the alleged crime scene. Yes. Good?
Yes.
Very good. Thank you. Have a nice day.
AM for the postmortem. Logistical problems and other issues and other delays. Eventually by noon we had a meeting. That is a pre-postmortem meeting, whereby we had to agree on parameters and other issues or things that are needed to be covered and all angles. While we had agreed on a few issues, there are issues that were not agreed upon, and certain issues were raised by the defense, whereby they raised the issue of one of the pathologists who they thought perhaps, and that is their opinion, would not have been independent. And that was Dr. Ndegwa, who has addressed you, I'm sure. So you objected to Dr. Ndegwa being present in the pathology, and we insisted that then somebody else who is independent must come. We have contacted Dr. Johansen Oduor. Johansen Oduor is ready to come and do it tomorrow. He's available tomorrow. So tomorrow the postmortem, 9:30, shall proceed. But of course, when issues of this are raised and then you ignore them, it's important that you actually listen to what their argument is and see whether it is something that you can have a concession on or whether you can concede. So we have agreed then that we have somebody else to conduct. That is the chief pathologist, Dr. Johansen Oduor, at 9:30 a.m. Our Professor Rogena for the family will be present, and Dr. Gashie also for the defense will be present. So we have all agreed by 9:30 a.m. we shall be here to proceed with that postmortem.
So is the body still leaving for Kenyan?
Yeah, the body will be taken for X-ray. It has been identified by the family already, and it will be taken for X-ray. Probably the word they used that was more effective was they are going to for a CT scan. That is the one they are going to do, because it gives more results and it will reveal much more. So it is going for that X-ray. Then the postmortem then can be done later on the body. And it was only said that Mr. Ndegwa, Dr. Ndegwa, actually let me say Dr. Ndegwa. Dr. Ndegwa might have been, which we do not know really, at the scene, the time the body was recovered, and that Mr. Murgo was not comfortable with that. So this does not affect the investigation anyway. It will not even affect the findings. So if he doesn't want Dr. Ndegwa present, he doesn't want Dr. Ndegwa present. So he has his reasons. So Johansen is present. So this does not change the scenario. This does not change the results. This does not change the investigation going on. It shall go on. Only that we cannot discuss what else can be the results of the postmortem and all that.
There is also an issue of Sarah being present to identify the body tomorrow. Is this something that is feasible given the time that this was ended?
That would be the problem of the defense, and whether they can be able to do that by the time we do the postmortem tomorrow. If they think they can manage to get that addressed in court and have brought to identify, fine. But you know, the standard forms are usually the forms that show family members or the people who are coming who are usually the victims. I don't know whether she can call herself a victim, but then again, if she wants to identify the body, let her come and identify the body so that it does not bring any other technical issues at a later stage. So let her identify if she can be able to make it. But tomorrow 9:30, because of the family problem, the family needs to have this body buried. They need to travel back. They are living in the hotel. It's getting expensive, paying for these expenses for the X-ray and the CT scan and all that. They need to have a closure. So tomorrow 9:30, we must just proceed with this. And we have agreed. Everybody else has put off everything they were going to do tomorrow so that this postmortem can be done. The family will decide on that one, but most likely here.
If Sarah doesn't identify the body, will that likely have implications for the case?
No, we cannot discuss that at this particular moment because we'll be now delving into the issues of the case and positives and negatives of whether she's present or not. We cannot be able to discuss this at this particular forum.
With the fact that now Murgo has to issue an application having Sarah come identify the body, do you think it's possible that by tomorrow we will have the postmortem?
No, if he acts fast right now and he brings the file before the judge and makes the application and it is allowed, you see, he also has to, apart from that, He has to get the other parties in court. He has to get the prosecution in court. If they do not object to that, and you see these are the things that come up and complicate issues, it will depend on how it goes on right now. But it is possible to get that done because it's only a production order. It is served on the prisons, and they bring her. The postmortem report, I mean the PO or the production order will state where and when she's supposed to be presented. So that will show. Yes.
That's all. Thank you.
Mpasua Msonobari TV, pale ambapo habari hukutana na wataalamu.